Hi, I'm Ben Johnson. I'm the product director for Open Range RV. I'm standing outside a 2025 Range Lite 225 CK. And I'm going to spend the next few minutes talking to you about some of the highlighted features on this unit, some of the new features for 2025, talk a little bit about how it's built, why we feel like it's a great lightweight trailer for our customers. We're standing here on the outside. I want to talk about the roof. I'm not up on the roof, but if we were up there, we could see a number of things going on. One of the things is our Xtend Solar 1 package. We offer that as an option, and it is a 200 watt fixed roof mount solar panel, heavy gauge wiring, the appropriate wiring, and 30 amp charge controller. Basically, it's a all-in-one system that gives you the capability of charging some of your 12-volt items inside your coach without having to be plugged into shore power. So we feel like that's a really great feature that we're offering. Solar is a new technology for customers out there, and we're happy to be partnering with Go Power and offering that feature on our trailers. Our roof construction, we use what's called Magnum truss roof drafters. Our roofs are rated up to 4,500 pounds, so they're very strong, fully walkable. You don't have to tiptoe around the rafters. You don't have to watch where you're walking up there. One of the things that makes them strong is the type of nail plates that we use. We use oversized nail plates that are on both sides of the roof rafter, and it just forms a very rigid, very strong overall rafter. And so we're excited that Magnum truss, very good feature for us. We're excited about that. Also, the top membrane is PVC material. That's the first part, or our first defense, what we call against the elements, is our PVC material on the roof. The whole coach is built with what we call thermal seal technology, and the PVC on the top is the first part of that. PVC is a much more durable, stronger, better material than our competitors that use EPDM rubber or TPO. The company that supplies it to us, they back that up with a lifetime warranty. We feel like that kind of speaks for itself, a lifetime parts and labor, non-prorated warranty. So you own this coach for 5 years or 10 years or 20 years. If you use your proper maintenance, that material goes bad, it's going to be covered. So we're very proud to have that as a feature. But one of the biggest benefits of PVC is that it reflects sunlight and it does not absorb heat. Oftentimes when people talk about a climate package or an Arctic package or whatnot, they're referring to, or they talk about the protection against cold weather camping. And that's great. We have those features too, and I'll talk about those in a minute. But really, if you think about it, the most important protection or what we can provide our customers is the ability to camp comfortably in the summer. Most people use these in the summer when it's hot outside. You get down in southern United States in the summer and it's really hot. And so having a material that reflects the sunlight, does not absorb the heat like our PVC material does, is hugely important. And what that does is allows your air conditioner now to work how it's meant to work. You don't have a super hot cavity in your roof area to make that air conditioner have to work in overtime. And in fact, we've done tests. If you take a heat gun and shoot the surface of our roofs, because of the PVC material, it's usually only a degree or two more than the ambient temperature. So if it's 95 degrees outside, super hot out, 95 degrees, you shoot our roof with a heat gun, it's going to be 97, 98 degrees. Our competitors that use EPDM or TPO roofs, it's going to be well above 100. It's going to be 110, 120 degrees in that roof. So that's just making that air conditioner have to work harder. It's not going to cool the coach the way that you, to a comfortable level. So great feature. It's the start of our thermal seal. Coming down the coach, we have aluminum frame construction on the Range Lite. TuffShell is our vacuum bonding process. Solid vacuum bonded sidewalls. We do vacuum bond laminate. That we feel like that's a much higher quality, a much more reliable way to laminate than what our competitors do with pinch rolling. Vacuum bonding, the process is pretty simple. All these materials, which is your outer fiberglass, your inner wallboard, your aluminum, your block foam insulation, which is what we use on this, kind of like styrofoam cup material. If you think about holding a styrofoam cup in your hand, how hot that coffee is, and you don't feel it in your hand, and that's you know, maybe a 1/4 of an inch or an 1/8 inch thick. Think about a 2-inch or on this wall, a 1-inch thick piece of block foam insulation. That's how much insulation that you have protecting you from the hot or the cold on the outside. So block foam insulation and then inner wall board, and then it goes into a vacuum machine, a big vacuum, and it sucks all the air out and it puts a ton of pressure all the way over this wall for a minimum of 10 minutes, often longer. And it's a big climate controlled facility. And so what that does is just ensures that this wall is put together the right way. Much less likely to have DLAM issues. It's gonna maintain its strength. Our competitors use a pinch roll process, and that's really just 2 rolling pins. And this wall, we do use a lot of the similar materials, but the wall going through is gonna be through those rollers. That's really the only pressure that it has, is between those 2 rollers for a fraction of a second. And so a vacuum bonded process, we feel, assures that our walls are gonna be put together correctly. So that's the second part of our thermal seal, TuffShell vacuum bonding, block foam insulation. The last part is an heated and enclosed underbelly. We run heat down into our underbellies. We actually force the heat down into those cavities. We have foil insulation, which helps radiate heat and push it where it needs to go. But then we also do force heat down into the underbelly. So I talked about our protection against camping in hot temperatures. With the insulation that we have and with the forced heat in the underbelly, we feel like we have very great coverage into the cold climates as well. So we want our customers to be able to use the Range Lite as long as they can throughout the year, if not year-round in certain climates. So very proud to have our thermal seal and all the components that go with that. Some more features on the outside. I'd like to talk about some convenience features. One right here, we've got a spray port. Seems like a small thing. Oftentimes on most trailers, an outside shower on the other side of the coach is really the only time you have a water source. But if you've been camping, you know that you need things like that. You got kids that get dirty, or you need to wash off your dog, or you need to clean the picnic table off. Having a spray port right here on the door side in your campsite area, we feel is a great convenience feature. We also offer 30-pound bottles, 30-pound LP bottles as a standard feature. Just means that you're not changing your bottles out nearly as often as you do with our competitors that use the smaller bottles. We also have a power tongue jack as a standard feature. If you guys have, like me, if you've cranked up a trailer and done that to get it on your truck or off your truck, you know that that's not the easiest thing. So just a push button tongue jack, we feel, again, a great convenience feature. A couple other things on the outside. We have a power awning. One-touch power awning, and it does have an adjustable arm on it, and then a LED light track inside the awning tube. It's actually at the wall, so you turn that light on at night. If it's windy out and you don't feel like you want to put your awning out for the campsite, then you just flip that on. You got a good light on your campground area. So. Those are some things, some convenience, construction features on the outside. Let's head to the inside. The last thing I want to show you before we head to the inside is our solid step. We think it's a great feature, great convenience feature. I'm going to demonstrate it here for you. The solid step it's really easy to operate. Sometimes people that haven't used them, they're a little intimidated by them. This is what replaces the old pull-out steps. And so a couple of the big benefits of the solid step. First of all, you saw as I was talking, it actually stores inside the coach when you're going down the road. You're not going to get road debris, mud, water, all that stuff on your steps like you might on the old style steps. And then it's just a really easy process. There's no multiple flips in it. You just flip a lever here and you pull it down. It's not heavy at all. And then it sets down on the ground like this. It's got adjustable foot pads, so if you're on a grade that you need to adjust these, you can make sure that it's level with these adjustable pads, and then it sets firmly on the ground. Probably the biggest benefit of the solid step is in the name. It's very solid. No more moving around, and when you step on the old style steps, you can feel it give and sway, lose your balance maybe. And then also the top step of the solid step, it has a deeper tread. So when you're going in and out of your camper, having this deeper tread is so important. If you're carrying groceries in and you're not able to look where you're walking, or maybe you come out of the camper in the night and you can't see those steps closely, having this deeper tread is just a great safety feature, a convenience feature, and a safety feature. So we're gonna head on into the inside of the coach, talk about a few things on the inside, and finish up the tour. We're on the inside now of the 225 CK Range Lite, and I want to talk about, there's just lots of things on the inside of the coach that we feel are great features, convenience features, safety features, and then there are some new features for 2025. So we're here in the kitchen. We'll start back here in the kitchen. On this model, the kitchen is near the rear of the coach, which we feel is it's a great layout. It gives you plenty of living space. You're not always walking through the kitchen to get to places, where the kitchen is here in the back. So it's a good layout for that. But specifically in the kitchen, the first thing, we use pressed membrane countertops, both here in the kitchen and in the bathroom, actually. And the benefits of pressed membrane countertops over what some of our competitors are using, which are laminate countertops with T-molded edges, is there are no seams on these countertops. So there's no seams at the edge, there's no seams here at the sink area. And so obviously in the kitchen, you're gonna be using your sink, you're gonna have things, drinks and whatnot that sit on top of it. Spills are gonna happen, water's gonna be on top of your countertops, it just happens. Maybe it's even condensation. Pressed membrane tops, much less likely to get water into the structure of the countertop. It's just gonna run off and it's not gonna get into that countertop. It's gonna stay looking nicer for longer. You're not gonna have countertops that swell up from water damage. It also gives us the ability to have undermounted sinks. So we have, we feel, very nice single basin large sinks in the Range Lite, but then they're undermounted. So again, if you're in the you're cutting up vegetables or you're cooking or you spill something, it's just as with our setup, it's just as easy as just sliding whatever it is into the sink or off into the garbage, and you don't have to worry about it getting caught up on the an overmounted sink would have a lip with caulking all the way around it that gets dirty. Especially you're sliding stuff up against it constantly. So we feel just a great convenience feature. It's going to look nicer for longer. It's easier to clean and maintain. We also have new cabinet doors and drawers for 2025. We're excited about that. We're filling the space, a lot less exposed styles or false panels. Just bigger doors, more storage, easier access to that storage. We're also using hidden hinges for 2025. It's a new feature. We feel like aesthetically it's a great looking feature. It's more like what you'd have in your house. It's a higher end look. But practically, if you think about these RVs, they go down the road, they bounce around a lot, they get jostled, and over time with the old style hinges, anybody that's owned an RV for a while, they know that the hinges can kind of sag a little bit and you need to adjust them. With the hidden hinges, it's an easy process. You just set it to where it's level again and re-tighten down the screws in here, and you can make sure that the cabinets look nicer the way that they're intended for longer. Also, the catches on the cabinets are now magnet. So no longer do we have those tough ones to use where you have to, sometimes they're not lined up correctly, and sometimes you can't even open the door. Sometimes they don't work at all. These magnet catches are heavy-duty magnets, much easier to use, much more reliable. Also, in the Range Lite series, we have roller shades. Very excited, very happy to have this feature. The alternative is the pleated shades with the strings. And anybody, again, that's owned an RV, those always break, they lose their tension, so you're constantly having to adjust them. The roller shades with the blackout material, which is nice, easy to adjust. Just one pull and they go up, and they can lock them in any place, up and down. We actually have a string to help you get it initially. Very excited for that feature. Also here in the kitchen, we'll talk about the appliances. We have a new appliance package for 2025. That's our Envision, what we call our Envision kitchen suite. Few things with that appliance package. The first thing is the range and the oven. With the oven, you'll see that there is a wider glass viewing area, so you can actually see stuff inside when it's cooking. It's a 17-inch. Can actually cook a frozen pizza in there. You don't have to fold the edges like you might with some of our competitors' ovens. One of the biggest advantages we have with this range top oven is that it is a recessed design, so it's actually recessed into the countertop, so it's a much more flush mount top, so you can actually use this more as countertop space. It does have a glass cover, a tempered glass cover, so again, keeps those grates covered, so it's much easier to keep clean, a much more natural way to store like bread, pizza boxes, whatever you might use, than if you had those grates exposed. Just puts it on the customer to have to make sure those are always perfectly clean if you're going to be putting stuff down on top of it. With the glass cover, you don't have to worry about that quite as much. And then with that, beneath that glass cover, as I mentioned, there is a nice heavy-duty residential grate. Another great, what I think is a great safety feature, but also a convenience feature with this Envision cooktop is that the light system that they use. It makes perfect sense. One, here, I'll turn the lights on so everybody can see. First of all, it looks cool. Nice blue lights, so aesthetically it looks nice. Now, blue means those are all off. When you go to use the oven or the burners on the top, when you do it, it changes color to red. So if your kid happens to mess with it or you bump into it, if that's red, that means there's gas coming out. So I think that's just an awesome safety feature in these RVs. It's a huge improvement that this company has come up with, so we're excited to offer that for our customers. Nice, stylish, rounded range hood vent, and then a nice over the range microwave as well. And then we finish off the new kitchen appliances with our Envision 12-volt refrigerator. Oversized refrigerator is one of the couple of advantages of 12-volt over the older gas absorption technology. First thing is they're a lot more efficient. So where does that benefit the customer? Efficiency. Basically, it's as easy as when you turn it on, it's going to get cooler much more quickly. So with the 12-volt refrigerators, no longer do you have to plan it out and turn it on the day before or the night before. You turn it on, you go get your stuff ready. You should feel comfortable bringing your milk and anything that you want to stay cold. You can bring that out and put it right in the fridge, and much more quickly that fridge is going to get down to temperature, and all the stuff that you want to keep cool in there will stay cool. Also, the 12-volt refrigerators, because you don't have all of that, the coils and all that stuff that you need on a gas absorption, they're bigger. So we have limited space in our RVs. We have kind of set spaces in these kitchen areas. So on the inside of this refrigerator, you've got more usable space, which means you can fit one more jug of milk. You can fit more fruit, cut up fruit, more anything that you put in there. It's just a lot more usable. It looks more residential. The grates are more residential looking. And then it has a bottom mount freezer, which I think is a great feature. Bottom mount freezers are convenient. And then it also has a pull out tray in that freezer. If you're used to normal gas absorption, the older style RV fridges, that freezer's up in the top. Everything kind of gets packed in there. It's kind of an afterthought. Well, with this, you've got really easy access down at the bottom, and it's larger. So frozen pizzas, ice cream, popsicles, you can fit more stuff in there than you used to be able to. So very excited about our new kitchen appliance package. Let's head into the living area here. I'm going to talk about a few things here in the living area, some new items, some highlighted features. The first thing is the TV. We changed for 2025, we changed to what we call an entertainment TV. We're excited about that. All of your radio function, Bluetooth, TV, it's all inside this one TV. So there's no longer a need for a separate radio. And we think it just fits with RVers. Less remotes to have to carry around, less things to worry about. And then it does have a built-in sound bar at the bottom. So this is a 40-inch, obviously HD TV, but it's got a built-in JBL sound bar at the bottom, which fills this whole camper very nicely with very good, crisp, deep sound. And then again, just one remote. You got all the functions that you've always had right there in that TV. Also here in the living area, a lot of our models, we use theater sofas. And so our theater sofas are actually powered. So we feel like in this ultralight segment, the size of these trailers, having a powered theater seat is a nice feature. You can see that's just a push button. You got some charging ports in here. Everybody, when they're sitting down, they want to keep their phones charged, so that's a nice convenience feature there. Built-in cup holders. And then also a flip-down center console where you got some more cup holders. And then you got a pop-up charging center as well. So you got ample opportunities and ways to charge all the various things that you need charged. The reason I like this flip-down console is some of the other styles of theater sofas out there, that's a fixed console right here. So that limits how much you can actually sprawl out and lay on this theater sofa. It's called a theater sofa for a reason, because it's a sofa. You want to lay out sometimes and be comfortable and maybe sit closer, or maybe you want to sit 3 people on here instead of just 2. Having this as a flip down, I feel, or we feel, is a better application for the RV market. Also a small little storage compartment down here, little things. Anywhere we can have storage, we'd like to have it. So it's a nice feature as well. We're going to head here into the bedroom and talk about a few things here in the bedroom. All of our Range Lights have true queen beds. They are 60 inches wide and 80 inches deep. For anybody that's 6 foot tall or taller, like myself, this is such an important feature. A lot of RV mattresses are 74 inches, and because of the design on the RVs, you really can't get to the very top of that mattress and sleep comfortably because a lot of those front profiles are angled. And so having an 80-inch mattress, which is technically 6 feet 8 inches, having an 80-inch mattress means that your feet won't likely, most people, your feet won't likely be hanging off the edge. So you're going to get much more, it's going to be more comfortable. That's what I'm getting at. So we're proud to have a true actual 60 by 80. And again, these are not big trailers. This is a 225. It's less than 30 feet overall length. So to have an actual 80-inch mattress in it, we think is a really great comfort feature for our customers. All of our nightstands are going to have drawers. Seems like a small thing, but sometimes you get these small trailers, you don't have drawers in your bedrooms, and so anything that you might in your bedroom area might feel like you need a drawer for, we've got one on either side of the bed. And then on top of the nightstand, we have, again, a number of ways to charge. We've got a traditional 110 outlet, as you can see, and then an actual pop-up charging port which has a wireless top to it. So say you forget your block, say your kids take your charging blocks and all your cords, and you're down to your last couple percentages on your phone. The nice thing about this feature, as long as your phone's compatible with it, which almost all of them are nowadays, you just set your phone, the back of it, right on the top of that, and you can get your phone charged that way. So, and then as you pop it up, it's got USB ports on the inside of it as well. So a lot of versatility for our customers. So that was a tour of the 225 CK Range Lite. Hope you enjoyed it. Check us out. Check this full video out on our YouTube channel. Also get more information on openrangerv.com, where we have a number of videos on our YouTube channel, shorter top feature videos. A lot of stuff for you guys to check out. Thank you. Have a great day.